What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, back again with another video, and as you can see by the title, this is going to be a different sort of career mode. It's the European Super League. Now, I'm sure some of you would have heard of this before, and I think it was being considered at some point to actually happen in real life, but it's basically a league. It's basically the Champions League in a league format. Again, it's like the details are like none of them are concrete because obviously it's not like a thing that's actually like probably going to happen. I mean, I doubt that it will. Not going to say whether I think it's good or bad that it won't happen or would happen, unless you guys want to see a separate video on that. But yeah, it would. It could go over top of like a normal league system. It could replace like a league system, like the good teams go to their own league and just play in there. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the table now, and it's I've moved all the teams because if you didn't know, in career mode you can move teams from one league to another and play like that. So this is the team that we have. It's in the English division system because there's 4 divisions, and the way that I have decided these is by using the Champions League coefficients or whatever. It's basically like it's similar to that. It's like 4 teams from Spain, 4 teams from England, 4 teams from Germany, 3 teams from Italy, and so on. But so basically like based off of their league position last year, how well they did. That's how they ranked into this. So there's Leicester here. Chelsea are going to be in the 3rd division, I think, because they finished 10th last year. But I'm sure they'll make it up to this division at some point. There's a couple of other big teams that are in the championship currently, and there's some teams even in the 4th division that have a chance at making their way up here. Just have to wait and see. So obviously the Champions League in this career mode save isn't going to be like the main competition. The league is, and the league is going to be very, very difficult. As you can see by those teams, especially I'm being Real Madrid as well, because I know I did do a Real Madrid career mode, but that was like a standard career mode. This is like a whole different thing, and Real Madrid is as good a team as any to do with. The problem is though that the board doesn't realize that this is a European Super League, and they still want us to basically win everything. They want us to win the league. They want us to win the cup. They want us to win the Champions League within 2 seasons. So yeah, it should be interesting. A lot of these are pretty. I mean, that one I'll do. That one I'll do pretty easily. That one I could do. I'm not going to bother with it really though. I don't think. And then I'm not sure where we're going to finish this season. I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen. Like it's an entire season of just playing really good teams. The worst teams in the league still finished like at least top 4 in a different league. Anyways, though, I'm gonna start off with the preseason friendlies. I've got the transfer list sorted out already. I guess I'll quickly show you guys that. Since this is the European Super League, I'm only keeping the best of the best. So players that are that have decent potential but aren't gonna get there for a while are players like Lionheart. He's got decent potential. Players like Llorente. Although actually, I mean, he's staying because he's 78 rated. Might replace him though, but Vallejo is the one that I was meaning to go to. 19 years old, 73 rated, but he's on the transfer list because there's no point in me trying to grow him to be a better player when we need players like Ramos, like Pepe, like Varane. We need players like that playing in every single match of the season. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So I'm just gonna scroll through here, and you can look at any players that you want to know whether or not I'm going to be selling them. So based off of this, we do need a backup left winger. We're good on the striker. We're good on the right winger. We're pretty good on the center midfielders as well. Maybe a right back, perhaps. I'm not too sure who I want yet. I think I want another center back. Maybe another goalkeeper even. I don't know. For now, I've just got these instructions. And I've only got a scout in England, which is going to be like the European Super League, because all the other teams I'm not really too interested in. I want the best of the best, so I only am going from this region. We got 16 to 22 year olds, 23 to 24, and so on. And then I'm just looking for world-class players. So I just want to see because I don't know actually what players are rated in this, because you can either update the squads or not update the squads. I think I accidentally didn't update the squads, so the ratings that you see in this, I'm pretty sure are going to be the same as when the game first came out. Who knows? Alright, we got any transfer offers yet? No. I'm just skipping through this preseason friendly section as usual because it's not really that exciting. I haven't looked at the schedule yet. Okay, so we start off with Arsenal away, then we got Lyon away, Tottenham away. Oh god, I can already tell this is going to be really difficult. That is a very, very bad thing to start 3 away games in a row, because we're probably going to lose all 3 of those. Meaning that we're going to be in bad form going into the game against Leicester, which is one that we have to be winning in this league. Got to win against teams like that. Okay, so we got an offer from Myrol, who again has great potential, but I'm going to be getting rid of him because he's not going to be good enough to be a player in this league at any point. What is that? Okay, international management, whatever. Just gonna go through and delete those messages, and I am training James Rodriguez. Again, because I want players to be like the best of the best. I'm gonna try and train James Rodriguez to try and get him up to 94 rated. I want him to be. I thought about also just training Ronaldo to keep him at 94 rated as he ages, maybe even get him up to 95 or 96, but it's going to take so long to get him up there because of his age. So instead I went with James Rodriguez, who does actually still have that promising up arrow whatever that you see on the training part. So that means that he is going to progress, fairly substantially if I just keep training him. Okay, so I guess we lost that in penalties. It's really unfortunate. Whatever, though. It's just the preseason friendly. Don't really care. We shouldn't need this money too badly. All right, so we sold Myrol there. All right, so preseason friendlies are over. I'm going to be looking for young players, ideally. Martial could be a great backup to Ronaldo. Dybala, always a decent striker to go for. I had him I think at Real Madrid. I don't know. I had him at one of my career modes. I got Berardi at right wing. Julian Draxler could be a decent backup cam. We got enough cams at the club, though. Okay, so I'm not really sure. Maybe Umtiti from there, but he, I think, is going to be considered a recent transfer in this, so I wouldn't be able to bring him in. Let's see, anyone here interesting? I could bring in Donnarumma as well from AC Milan. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go for one big signing and one backup left winger. I might try bringing in a striker even. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go for. Which striker, though, is the problem that I'm going to have. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and get him on here. Aguero is an option, because I'm going to be wanting to buy from somebody that's in this league. So obviously Chelsea are going to be in the English 3rd division, so I'm not going to want to buy from them because they're not going to be a direct rival to us yet. Would like to buy, someone like Aguero or Suarez or Lewandowski, who I'm going to put on the list. I'm not sure who I want to go with, though. Suarez is the standout favorite. I mean, straight off the bat for being 92 rated, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go for him. And then Lewandowski is another one. Leave a like on the video, by the way, if you guys are interested in seeing more of this European Super League thing. I'm going to probably release it 3 or 4 days a week and still release the AC Milan one daily. I might switch that around if you guys would rather see this. I didn't really look around on YouTube, but this isn't a super popular thing. I know none of the big YouTubers have ever done something like this. I'm sure there's at least one smaller YouTuber that's done a European Super League. I still don't know if he or she has done it as in depth as I'm doing it, though. Anyways, those are going to be our top 3 targets. I could go for Higuain or something like that as well, but I really want a massive signing for this. Okay, so Aguero is going to be the cheapest by a lot. I'm probably going to trade Morata as well and try and keep Benzema at the club. Okay, so Barcelona's probably going to be the team I want to weaken the most. If I can afford Suarez, I'm just going to buy him straight up. So let's... I don't think I'm going to be able to, though. I'll send in an offer regardless. So I'll go 100 million plus Morata is what I would go for the first offer. Where's Morata at? Where the fuck is Morata at? Oh, he's considered a recent transfer. Shit. So we're not going to be able to get rid of Morata. So we're not going to be able to afford Suarez most likely. I think I'm going to go for Aguero actually, because he's only a year older than Lewandowski, and he's only a rating lower. But I think he would go well in the squad. So I'm just going to go in with 80,000 or 80 million even to start off, and we'll see if they accept that. There's probably not going to be any games in this episode because of the transfer window and that, but hopefully I can make a couple of signings. Okay, so they've rejected that. They want a lot of money. We'll go 90 million. And is there a striker I can offload? I'll just throw De Thomas in there, just to get him off the payroll. At the same time, I am also going to go for. I think I'm going to go for Umtiti. Yeah, I'm going to go for. Oh, he recently arrived. Okay, so I'm not gonna go for Umtiti. I'm going to go for Martial though. I think Martial could be a great signing. Should be able to get him somewhat cheap. 40 million being cheap. I'm going to go 37 at first and see if they accept it. I doubt they will, but I want to get him for as cheap as possible. He's obviously got great potential. He's not going to be starting many games, but there's going to be a lot of games this season. So we're going to need a deep squad, especially if Ronaldo got injured. I would want somebody like Martial to be able to just jump in there and play well enough in the league in Ronaldo's absence. Unlike AC Milan, which I'm currently managing, we don't have a couple of players that are really, really injury prone, like Niang. Okay, so they've rejected that. I'm gonna go 44 million plus. Don't really have anyone. I mean, I'll try and throw in Enzo Fernandez. See if they accept that. I doubt they're gonna accept that. They probably aren't gonna be interested in Enzo Fernandez. But I do want to try and get rid of him if possible. Okay, so Man City have accepted the offer. That I'm sure our budget can just be allocated to be able to afford this. Okay, yeah, yep, sure, do that. So Aguero's going to take most of the budget. Hopefully, I can sell one or two players before I'm trying to get Martial. Okay, so they are interested in the player, which is interesting, but they want a lot more money. I'm going to go 51. We definitely aren't going to be able to afford Martial and Aguero. I mean, picking between them, I would obviously have to pick Martial or Aguero. And there is Aguero. He's accepted the contract, so boom, there's our first massive signing in Sergio Aguero. He's been rumored to go to Real Madrid a couple of times in real life. I doubt he'll ever end up at Real Madrid. It would be kind of cool, but I'm fine with Benzema. But in career mode, it's going to have to be Aguero ahead of Benzema. There we go, and look at that lineup. That is incredible. One good thing about not updating the ratings is that Pepe's still an 88 rated player, so that's nice at least. I might buy. I kind of want a really good keeper. I love Keylor Navas in real life. He's an incredible player, but I don't think he's if we're going by rating, he's the 10th lowest or the 10th highest rated player in the league, which isn't great. Obviously, rating doesn't mean everything, but it would be nice to be able to get a higher rated keeper in. Maybe, Neuer. Could go for Neuer. Rodriguez already up 1 rating, and we haven't even played a game yet, so that's nice. Hopefully he'll be 89 rated before we play our first game. I doubt it, though. I could train players like Asensio as well, because Asensio I know can reach 89 rated pretty easily, but I think James is going to be easier to train. Alright, so we got offers for Mariano, who I've put him on the loan list so he'll go for half a season, and then we can get rid of him after that. That is weird that Barcelona want Alex Febas. But anyways, sure, you can have him. And Man United have accepted that offer, but there's no way we're going to be able to afford this. I mean, we'll just put it in anyways. Give him. I mean, he'd be a squad rotation player. I don't want to lie to him. Obviously, if he rejected that, I would give him important first team player in order for him to sign. But he's not going to be an important first team player for us. We are going to have to sell a few players before that's going to be possible, anyways. That's how good this league is, by the way. CSK Moscow, the Russian champions last season, are expected to finish in 18th place. I think that was. Barcelona expected to finish 3rd. Maybe us and Bayern ahead of them, perhaps. Is what's predicted. Alright, so we got an offer for Vallejo. Because it's from Tottenham, though, who are a rival in this league now, I'm going to go for $7 million. They'll probably go for that. Vallejo does seem like a player that Tottenham could go for. A nice young player. They don't sign a lot of Spaniards, though. But yeah, they'll probably go for that. This episode's nearing the end. I'm going to go a little bit longer and try and finish up this Martial transfer if possible. Obviously, I'm gonna have to sell someone pretty big to be able to make it happen. I could also try trading Asensio for Martial, plus a little money. I want to keep. I mean, obviously, Isco's still a cam in this. We do have monthly scouting reports, by the way. I'm only gonna sign like the best of the best for this though. So it's a 94 potential, or nothing really. Like maybe 92, maybe. But someone like a 90 rated potential, I'm not even going to go for. Like a 90 rated max potential, because it's not even going to be worth my time. You know, because if I'm actually going to end up training them, they got to be a really good player. 93, I guess we'll go for. 91, I might I'll look at their current overall rating, and then I'll make the decision. But for the most part, I'm only accepting the best players. Okay, so Odegaard, another player with great potential, but because of the way this league is, he's never really going to be good enough to play, so I'm going to be selling him. We've sold Febas to Barcelona. Martial has accepted the offer. We're a way away from being able to sign him, probably about $35,000 after the wages allocated properly, so I don't know. It's going to be tough. I'm going to go for one more transfer offer, and the episode is going to end as soon as one more thing happens. And then the next episode will be the first few games of the season. Is anyone going to come in with a transfer offer? Maybe. Alright, there we go. Philip Leinhart. I'm going to accept that. To MK Dons, who I have no idea which league they're in now, because obviously they're not in this one anymore. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this first episode. Again, leave a like if you want to see more of these. I know it's a lot different than your standard career mode series. This episode wasn't too action-packed, but this is just setting the foundation of the series. The next episode will be the start of the games, and it should be it's going to be a difficult episode. I can tell you that right now. But subscribe to the channel if you want to see that episode. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.